FETCH.AI is one of the most bullish looking cryptocurrencies in the whole space. But will we see even higher prices, or do we see a massive breakdown to lower levels? In this video I will talk about FETCH.AI and share my price prediction for the near future and for the long term. And either if you're heavily invested in FETCH.AI or at the sideline right now, I will tell you potential long areas to get into a trade. So let's go straight into the content. So first of all, if we are looking at the weekly chart, you can see that we saw this massive breakout from FETCH. I was talking about FETCH since this price is right here in the last year, and I personally said that FETCH.AI is a great project with a very nice potential and that we could also see even higher prices than the last all-time high. And as you can see, after we first broke this supply zone to the upside and find acceptance again, we then saw this quick bullish impulse to the upside, and then we absolutely blasted through this last all-time high. So first of all, congrats to everybody who is deeply invested in FETCH.AI. And if we're looking at the daily chart, you can see that we are clearly in a bullish trend. It's looking really bullish right now. And right now the AI cryptos are also exploding to the upside. So the chance that we could see even higher prices is there. And I personally think that Fetch has easily a potential of $7 to $10. So from the prices right now to this kind of price tag, we would have potential over 200%. So I'm personally looking for potential long trades. But of course, after this massive break to the upside, the chance that we are seeing a bigger retracement is there. If we have a look at the EMAs, you can see that we have a lot of space to the upside, but you can also see that FETCH.AI perfectly retested the EMA 21. So I'm personally not the biggest fan of EMAs, but also in the last bull run, it was really helpful if we are seeing a retracement to lower levels, and if we are nearly the last EMA, and if we personally would retest this EMA, and if we are then seeing a bullish reaction, then I think this could be a potential great long area to get into a trade on Fetch. And I think this demand zone here is very interesting because after this consolidation right here and this week, which grabbed a lot of liquidity under this lows, then we saw this bullish push to the upside. So if we come back into this zone and see a bullish reaction, the chance is high that we could continue the trend to the upside from this zone. And if we're looking at the EMAs also on the 4-hourly chart, then I would either have a look at the 21 EMA or at the 110. Because as you can see, we also retested this one right here. So if the EMA goes to the upside, and if we would see a move to the downside again for Fetch, then of course this would be also a great technical area to get into a potential long trade. And the last really interesting price target is this last high right here. Because as you can see, we just broke this last all-time high with this wick. We then saw this consolidation here, and then we saw this massive break to the upside. So I think the last really interesting price for support is right here. But as I said, the chance is also high that we could see a massive break to the upside just from these prices. So I personally wouldn't short this market. If we would see lower prices again, then I would just look for potential long areas to get into a trade. And if you want to get daily updates on the crypto market or altcoins like Fetch, then join my free Telegram group. You'll find a link in the description. So all in all, Fetch is looking really bullish right now. We saw this massive push to the upside, and I think the chance is high that you could see directly higher prices just from this zone. And for the long term, I'm also really bullish on Fetch. I think it's a great project. But of course, after this massive push, the chance for a bigger retracement is there. And if we would see a bigger retracement to the downside, I would look for potential long entries. I personally would use the EMAs on the daily or 4-hourly chart. And I think this demand zone here is a great technical area to get into a potential long trade. So guys, thank you really much for watching. I wish you great profits at trading and see you in the next one.